Hi everyone, Coach Schaefer here at teachmetohit.com. I want to take you through what a video analysis would look like. There's a couple different packages in the video analysis that we offer on the site. One is the singles, which is what I'm going to show today. We have the double, the triple, and the home run. So the single is going to be where we break down the swing. I provide audio commentary and also do things like draw some lines and show some examples of things that make it a little easier to understand. So I'm going to go through just an example here of what I have done in the past with some players. And this is a young 10-year-old guy that came to me a couple weeks ago, and we're going to start working together. But I'll use a swing from his time here, and we'll go through it. So when we talk about stance, we'll talk about some of the things related to it, and if you look through the site, you see some of the things that I talk about related to stance and what I would recommend. For him, athletic, his feet are at a good width. The one thing we talk about a lot with stance is your plate coverage, and one of the things I see here is very much up on the plate, close to the plate, and that can be okay. The problem's going to lie, and I think you're even going to see it in this swing here, where if you get too close, that inside pitch, you just have to get it further out in front. So it's going to be a tendency for a player who's really up on top of the plate, where a pitcher that throws in, either one, getting jammed, or two, having to get the ball so far out in front of the plate that you end up hitting a lot of foul balls. So let's just take a look as he goes from his stance out to his stride. Now, the thing that I like here is that he gets a nice good width between his feet. So when he lands, he has plenty of space to drive energy from the back leg to the front leg. He lands on the inside of his front foot. One of the things that he would need to work on is kind of this position right here, where his hands have dropped down a bit. The bat angle is not quite there, what we need it to be. So what we look for is more of an angle of the bat like this, and his hands at about the height of where the bottom of that blue line is, or slightly below, just about at shoulder height. That's going to allow him to produce more energy into the ball because he's coming in with a better angle of the bat versus with his hands starting to fall down towards his front foot as he strides forward. So we're looking for the hands and the bat position to start to cock back behind his head and then to start to pull from there. So this is his land spot. Then we look for his shift. He's going to shift into the front foot. So what we look for here is I'm looking for that front heel to go down. So the heel is down right about there. And the heel is down almost at the contact point. So I want that shift to happen before he would get to contact. So that front heel would come down, the back heel would come up. And he's got good foot action. Watch, his back heel is actually coming up before his front heel even gets down, which he's producing a lot of power. For a guy who's not super big, he's using his lower body pretty well. The one thing you will notice with the lower body in the shift, and you'll see it in a lot of great hitters Major League-wise, is looking for that back foot to gain a little ground forward and move towards the front leg. So if I watch, or if I draw a line, I draw my line here, that point stays the same the whole time. That's more of kind of like the squash the bug idea, where we're just kind of turning the backside a little more rotational versus shifting that weight and getting it really in aggressively to the front side, hitting with the legs a little better. With that being said, as he gets to contact, he's got good bat action. His knob coming towards the ball, hands, the barrel staying on top of his hands, his body in a good alignment as he comes right down through here. We like that. And his palm up, palm down position at contact. Now, it's kind of hard to see because a little blurry bat, but he's getting jammed a bit here. Again, this ball's on the inside part of the plate. So we would want, I'd want him to get the ball a little bit out further in front of the plate, out in here, to get the ball in the sweet spot of the bat versus too deep and getting jammed a little bit. Part of that is timing. He got a little late in the timing, started the swing a little bit late, but part of that is also because of where he's standing on the plate as well. So Contact position overall looks really good, and then we look for his extension through. So again, that space between the arms right in here, we look for that to continue as he moves forward. Okay, so we're looking for that space to continue to be there. It's a little bit there, and then that right arm kind of starts to pull over, down, and low, and he kind of cuts off his swing versus moving the hands through the pitcher and getting a little better extension. So these are kind of some of the things that we talk about in the singles package, drawing some lines, talking about, the positions of the swing and some of the areas that need some improvement and some of the areas that look really good, and, things that you can continue to work on and make stronger. So this is the singles package. This is what it would look like, and hope you'll take advantage of it. Take care.